All right. Hey, everybody. You can have your video on. Thank you so much, Regina, for turning on your video. If you can have your video on, please have your video on. Really, truly appreciate it. So we're going to get started very quickly. I need to adjust something real quick here for Coach Rose. Lots of people, lots of people. Okay, there you go. I think. So one thing I want to cover, for those of you that do not know me, my name is Janie Bodie. I want to cover something. I sat down and poured my brain on the website. I really wanted this thing to be as perfect as possible for you guys. So please, please, please realize that janiebody.com has been updated. I wanted to put it in a way that when you come in, you're brand new, you can go to that website and be able to do every little thing that you need to do to start trading. We're still gonna be here, obviously, to help you guys out, but it's gonna stop the back and forth quite a bit. If you're someone that can take instructions, this website is really gonna help you. So I'm gonna share my screen very quickly, and then I'm gonna get out of the way for Coach Rose to take over. So, alrighty. So it'll help you guys out, but it's gonna stop the back and forth quite a bit. Okay, thank you, you guys. Okay, so the website is janiebody.com/trading, and there's a password to get in. If you don't have the password, please reach out to whoever enrolled you. And they're going to give you the password, but you should have it. If you were enrolled by me, it's in your email. I promise you that it's in your email. So all we want you to do is go ahead and quickly just put in your information here. This is how we know you're still alive. This is basically a pulse check. Wanting to make sure that you are, you've seen your email, you're here, you're willing to start taking instructions. If you are on a phone, this is going to look a little bit different. On the right hand side, there's going to be a plus sign. Just click on the plus sign, and then you're going to see the drop down of all these different pages. So this page really honestly helps you know how we give you support, right? We're not in a situation where we give private calls like one-on-one. We're here to guide you, to show you the go live. We're going to help you in the beginning to take trades for swipe option, swipe point, but we're not your coaches. We are providing you with the basic information, but you have to be going to the school directly to get more in-depth advanced information. So I don't want anybody to feel like they don't have resources. Everything we do, everything we know is coming directly from the school. And I'm going to show you what I did and what Coach Rose did in order for her to be successful the way she is, how we learned, okay? So if you go through this, you're going to know that all the questions must go through the group Telegram. Please post your questions in there. Once in a while, you might have a very, very private question. Please reach out to your enroller. Ask those private questions to your enroller. But if you're really just looking for basic information, please allow us to be able to help as many people as possible by posting your questions within the group. In the beginning, your first 2 weeks, you're going to go back and forth a lot with your enroller. After your first 2 weeks, you need to be utilizing the group Telegram. That way you can even allow us to just be wives, mothers, and be able to just function. The support we provide is not a I Am Academy thing. It is, Body Millionaire Club thing. We extend ourselves to help you out. So help us with the support. Support us to support you. Put your questions directly on group Telegram. Of course, your first 2 weeks is a different ball game. Bug your enroller as much as possible, and then from there, after your first 2 weeks, literally use the group setup. That way, we can be able to balance our lives too. Okay. If you have any questions on that, please reach out to me, reach out to your enroller, and we can help you additionally. We do record all our calls to YouTube. Please just know if you miss it, if you were gonna come in, you didn't come in, it's on YouTube. And I gave you my URL here. It's under Janie Bodie, just the way I spell my name. So you can always go back there. And I think what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna start labeling the videos with a date. That way you're like, okay, I missed Thursday. Let me quickly go and look at what happened on Thursday. That's the way I've been learning. Yeah, I missed DCX class. I was supposed to join today. I didn't make it. I had an errand to run. I'm gonna go back and watch, okay? So quickly, binary option setup. You guys, if you follow all these instructions, you're gonna be as good as me. And then if you follow Go Live and I am the center, you're gonna be as good as Kevin. Okay, so this is just a foundation. So make sure you just follow it line by line. I promise you guys, everything is here. I have put in the names of the brokers here, but we are not liable in any way for your profit or your losses. We're just putting it here to help you guys out. We are not affiliated with the brokers or anything like that. The funding information is here. I'm just giving you guys this information. That way, if you bring in a brand new person, you can just tell them janiebodie.com/trading, boom. Now, this is the meat of everything, okay? It's important for us to give you the cheat sheet, so I put it in here. This is what I personally use. There's another version out there, but please realize that if you memorize this, please understand this. If you memorize this, and you go to into this graph, market trap, there is no way you're not gonna be taking trades, good trades. There's no way. There is no way you're not going to be able to be taking good trades as me. I can promise you that. I did that. Once I realized that I just needed to use this checklist. This checklist. Don't bandage, don't say maybe it's half an hour, because we have a time, we have this requirement for time. If a trade is looking a certain way, and Coach Rose can cover this in a second. If a trade is looking a certain way and the time is hourly, half hourly, or 45 minutes, meaning that it's 7:30, it's 7:45 or 8 o'clock, and all these are aligning with the buy, there's no way, unless there's news, you're not gonna have a good trade. So trading is not hard. Is if you just hanging in there, do the copy and paste, you will be able to do this. Just memorize this. TradingView is extra. TradingView is not even part of the school. If you want to have TradingView, that's fine for bells and whistles. What do you need in order for you to start trading on your own? You need a currency strength meter, Forex Factory, and market trap. Okay, you need to know what's happening in the market. All these things, I've put everything in here. But here's the most important thing. You do not skip this part. How much money should you be making every single day? Ask yourself that. What is your main goal? Do I want to make $1,000 every single month, right? How much money do I need to make every single day? What is my risk management on it? Majority of the people don't do well because they put in too much money into a trade, and then when that trade goes south, you are mad. I was going to use another word with starts with a P, but you're mad because now you're gambling, right? The way I do it, everybody is different. You're going to hear variations of this. You cannot be trading more than 2% of your entire account per trade. You cannot be trading more than 2% of your entire account. So what that means is if you have a $500 account, you're trading 2%, you're putting in $10. It sounds very, very little, but you have to understand that's the way I've built my wealth. That's the way I'm building my wealth right now, okay? Just small amounts. So make sure you study the risk management. And of course, if you have any questions, just let us know. And then I I talked about if you're interested in learning more, there's this in-depth. You have to go through the IMDA Center and then start studying. If it's swipe option, obviously start studying TBX, okay? And then for those of you that are interested in cryptocurrency, I also put in a page for you, what apps you need, what apps you need, what brokers you need, how to fund your brokers and all that good stuff. So I know I ran through that very quickly. Does anybody have any questions, please? We're here to guide you. Any questions? No questions. Alrighty, so that's my time. I will let Coach Rose get into the meat of the call. Thank you so much for letting me show you guys that. Please, please, please just know that we're here to support you. Post your questions in Telegram and you should be good to go. God bless you, you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Janie. Oh, she disappeared already. Dang, she didn't even.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see you. Hi, guys. No guys here. Hi, ladies. How are ya? Are you all muted? Because I don't know if it's gonna work muting all of you. Because I like to hear you all talking.
They're not muted.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Okay, so any questions on what Janie was talking about? I'm assuming you all have that website, Cindy. I mean, I forgot you're not Kenyan. I'm sorry. Everybody got that website, right? Yes, maybe. Yeah.
I can learn, Rose. Hey.
That's true. You can learn. Okay. So all of you look like you already know what you're doing, right? Sarah, how are you doing with the trading? Any questions? I think you're the newest one here, I think. And Regina and I think Muffin, maybe.
I'm catching up. I just started looking at my charting and I'm catching up.
Okay. Any questions beforehand?
Not yet. I just set it up this afternoon, so I haven't yet really gotten into it.
Okay. Cool. And Regina, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay, I'm good. It's Tuesday. Closer to Friday. Anyway, okay. Any problems or concerns?
Yeah, I have a question. VidFollowers keep on kicking me out every 2 minutes.
I'm not a VidForex person. Anybody with VidForex? Have you tried talking to them? Have you chatted with them to see what the problem is? With the little box at the bottom?
No, because I also spoke to Sarah and she was like, oh, it's doing the same to me.
Oh.
And once it kicks you out, let's say you had put 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to repeat the whole process again. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with VidForex, girl. Sorry. I think Jenny is the one who does VidForex. I don't know if she has that experience or not. Hey, Jenny, are you still there? Okay, Muffin, you'll have to get a hold of somebody to crash course you since you're at work. Sorry, girl. Yeah, so I'm not familiar with VidForex. So if you try going to the chat box and type in your question to them, they should be able to give you some form of an answer. And have you tried, is it happening when you're on the phone or on the computer?
On the phone. Because most of the time I have my phone with me. I don't have access to my computer.
Sure. Yeah, try when you're home, right? So go to your computer tonight and ask them why is it kicking me out when I use my phone?
Yeah, I'll ask them right now.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
That's okay.
Okie dokie. So I think everyone pretty much has an idea. Muffin is at work, so I'm not too worried with her. We're gonna try and do. Oh, you're in. Okay. You're in and learning. We're going to try and chart. I don't know if you guys have experienced that yet, but we shall try to do that. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Learn a quick method of charting real quick, because I know I want to see if we can catch an 8:30 trade. So let's try and see what happens. So you should have your current all these little tabs are all in the jennybody.com whatever website. So if you miss one, just know you can always look back in there and see what you're missing. So currency strength meter, which is livecharts.co.uk. Here it shows you what currencies are strong and weak at this time. Then you should have your calendar, which is forexfactory.com. This is where you check if there's any news that's affecting the hour that you want to trade. So it's about 8 o'clock for me. It's 8:18 p.m. Make sure that your time, why is it not matching? The time up here should match just click on the time. It should match your time, whatever time, what do you call it? You know what I mean? Whatever time zone you're in. Let me see if it's gonna open, so that you're getting the correct and accurate news. So as soon as my computer can stop misbehaving, that would be great. Okay, so you see mine is selected as Eastern time. So I already have it's set correctly, 8:18, and my computer 8:18. What can you?
Come back in the drive for whenever you're ready.
Okay, bye, Cami. Sorry. That's what happens when you live with a teenage girl. It's all about them. Anyway. Okay, sorry guys. So calendar, it's 8:18, no news going on. Yellow is always okay. Red and orange are red. Actually, you should stay away from that currency pair unless you're an experienced trader. But if you're not, stay away from USD. If it was at 10 o'clock, we wouldn't do anything with USD. If it was 9:59, I wouldn't touch USD either. So orange to red is the least amount of risk possible. So if you're doing 2% regularly, you're gonna do a 1%, half the amount. Yeah? Then you should also have of course, your Liberty. Let me move this out of the way. You should have your GoLiberty.im. Then you come to your strategies and make sure it's set on market trap. And then any questions, by the way, I'm just rolling. Please let me know if you have a question. Okay. And then you should have, I like to have TradingView because TradingView basically gives me a confirmation. Even if the Liberty is showing me what it is, but I like to confirm with TradingView to see if they're the same or if they're collaborating, should I say. And then FinViz, I like to see that because Ken reuses it. It just basically shows you the financial visualizations, which means what currencies are being traded at this time. Right now, people are going for odd, GBP, Euro, and downwards. So right now, these ones are kind of good to go for. So that you kind of keep it in mind. Okay, I've kept that in mind. So when I come to my currency strength meter, I can decide, okay, what currency pair do I want to go for? I already saw that Australian dollar, the pound, and the euro are currently being used. So you just kind of have to keep it in mind. And of course, have your demo ready. Oh, and by the way, if you want to know how to set up TradingView in FRX 108, they explain in detail. If you want, go over there and kind of change it up the way you want. Because if you look at mine, I like having a black background. I have some little lines crossing here. So mine is set up in such a way that this little, you see the little blue line dotted and a little blue line. I know this is a one day difference. So it just depends. Just watch that video and you can decide how you want it. How as simplified as possible, preferably, of course, so that you don't get confused. And of course, you all know how to go live and go to Kenry's, watch the favorite videos, favorite sessions, especially the first, is it the first one? I think it's the first one. The first video, no, this one. the new member detailed onboarding. This is where you'll also find your double blessing execution checklist, which is your almost similar to the checklist that is on jennybody.com. But I like to use this one. It's more like, I don't know, I find it more to the point. It has 10 points, so that's why I call it the 10 commandments. And you want to have as many checkoffs as possible, as many confirmations before you go in, so that your accuracy rate is on point. Any questions? Naomi, I see you. Are you awake? You're muted.
I hear you, Coach Rose. Thank you.
Just checking.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. So who am I gonna pick on today? Regina. Okay. We need to look for a currency pair that we can go with. Let me refresh it real quick. So would you like to go for a buy or a sell or whatever? What pair do you want to go for?
Let's do Euro USD.
Euro USD, okay.
Bye.
So let's see if it's worth taking. Right now it's telling us it is what kind of a market? Euro USD. What kind of a market is that?
It's a buy.
Awesome. Okay, so it's telling us it's apparently a buy market. So what you want to do is confirm whether it's actually a buy market, because it's not always as accurate as it looks over here. Okay. So you go to your Liberty, and this is more of the shortcut if you don't want to go to TradingView. So you look for Euro USD. The numbers are very close. So already that one is telling me it's not a very good pair. But for the sake of practice, let's just click on it and see what it's been doing so that you can know whether to eliminate it completely or not. Okay, where did it go? I'm gone it. Sorry, let me refresh. This Liberty tends to disappear on me. Come on. Any questions meantime while I wait for this stupid thing to load? All right, let's go Euro USD. Well, now the number is kind of looking a little better, 36.19. So right now it's buying according to what it's saying, okay? So click on it. And we want to compare. If you look at your 10 commandments, you want to see what's the trend been. If it's a buy market, it should trend in the 4 time frames. So 5 minutes, it should have been buying. 15 minutes, it should be buying. 1 hour, it should be buying. And 1 day, it should be buying. The more points out of that, the better. Okay, so let's see. So you come here, you go to the 1 day and see what was it doing throughout the day. What was it doing?
Was selling.
Awesome. It's been selling. So already that is, it's not matching what we are seeing right now. So 1 day, and then we go to 1 hour. All right. What was it doing in 1 hour?
Selling.
Awesome. Who's that? Naomi, you're killing it. Okay. So we are almost disqualifying it. It's not cooperating the way we want it. So 15 minutes, what is it still doing?
Still selling.
Awesome.
I have a question, Coach Rose. How do we know if it's selling or buying?
Good question. Let me go back to 1 day. We look at the super trend line. Remember, you have a checklist here, the Bible. I mean, the 10 commandments. So point number 4. Or is it 3? Well, I call it the super trend. If all the candles are below this super trend, that means it's selling. And it will also cue you, the super trend is red. Red is always sell.
Okay.
So you already have that idea. It's already selling just because all the candles are below the super trend. And of course it's red. And then when we looked at the 1 hour, it did the same thing. We had candles at the bottom of the super trend, also red. Remember, you see how it came from green?
Green to red, yeah.
So you can see it was buying earlier, whatever time frame this was, and then it's dropped and started selling. So that's another cue. You can kind of tell, the red is for sale. And then we did 15 minutes. Same thing, it's still below the super trend. So obviously it's selling. And 5 minutes, also selling. So we already know Euro, USD ain't the one to work with, because we'll be basically go against the trend. But we can confirm. What's the currency strength meter telling us again? Let's see what it's doing. So it's still saying it's supposedly in the buy market, but according to our analysis, it's selling. So that's going against the trade. So you don't go, that's eliminated. We cannot go for EU. So let's go to another one. GBP. You wanna try GBP, JPY? We see what that looks like for a buy. So we do the same thing. We compare again and see if it actually coincides with the market. So GBP, JPY, we already see the difference between GBP and JPY. It's a good space in between them. So that's one confirmation. Okay, so I click on it, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll go back to 1 day, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 5. And all this is to do what? To confirm whether it's a good one to trade. All right, guys, where's this doggone? My computer has too many things open. That's the problem. It takes forever. Okay, so, okay, little boy, would you stop sending my messages to here? All right, so we are going for GBP, JPY. Okay, so let's go to the 1 day. See what it's been doing. We are hoping it's gonna be buying throughout, right? So right now, what is it, Regina?
Sell. No, it's a buy. It's a buy. I'm sorry. It's a buy. It's above super trend.
Yeah, above. Yeah. So the candles are all above the super trend, and the super trend is green. Then you go to the 1 hour. What is it still doing? Still buying.
Yep.
All right, then go to 15 minutes. Oh, sorry. Okay.
No.
So now it's selling in the last 15 minutes. So that's 1 out of 3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to 5 minutes and see what it's doing.
Selling.
It's selling. So we've already, well, that's another elimination. I mean, you can still trade, but remember, your risk is higher if they're not matching, if the trends are not matching corresponding. So unfortunately, GBP, JPY, we're gonna skip that for a minute.
Can you go back? I have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Do we check on RSI or doesn't matter?
Until we identify the pair that we need to trade, yeah. So let's see something.
Why don't you look at USD JPY?
That one, I divorced him, but it's okay. I can try.
Wow.
I don't do USD JPY. I'm sorry, guys. That's just me. I'm just terrible with that. USD JPY is not my friend. But...
you can start being friends.
Okay, let me refresh it. Let's try and see what's happening with UJ. USD JPY. We do the same thing. 1 day, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Why are we checking all 4 trends? Because you want your accuracy. Sometimes some people will go and just look at a 15 minute, what 15 and 5 look like, and they're in the market, but that goes with experience. So for you as a new person, you want to make sure all your trend, I mean, your time frames are correct, or at least are matching 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4. So right now it's telling us USD JPY is
Cool.
what is it, guys? What is it doing?
A sale?
Yep. All right. Let's see where are we at. Okay. Refresh. Go look for your USD JPY. Let's do it together. All right. There we go. So we know that it's matching what we want. Selling, the space is 15 to 33. Now we go to the 1 day. Oh, Lord have mercy. What was it doing in the day?
Bye.
In the hour,
Similar there.
buying. In the 15, buying. D. See why I don't like your boyfriend? Buying. So it's telling us opposite also. So I'm already eliminating that one. But like I said, some people will still go for it if you are experienced, you know, so it's not advisable when you're still trying to practice the correct way of doing things. So let me see what my boyfriend is doing.
See, that's where you say it's technical.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
more of a technical. You would go in and go into the market without following the double blessing, then that's
Right.
more technical analysis. But we want to try and go for the DBS, the double blessing strategy, if possible. So
I have a question there. You see between AUD and USD, those numbers, if it's a sell, which one should be bigger than the other one? Oh, it doesn't matter.
The base is smaller than the quote. So the first one is smaller than the quote. So your first one is smaller than the second one. So right now it's telling us it's odd is stronger than the USD, that it's buying. At this, if we just look at it right here, and if we look at it in the currency strength meter, it's also buying. AU. But I'm also starting to doubt if it's actually gonna do the same thing when we go to the market. I mean, when we compare. Let's go one day. What has it been doing? I don't know why the market is behaving like this. It's selling. In the 1 day it was selling. I mean, in the 1 day. Then 1 hour. If it doesn't match, you know what? We shall just practice. We'll pretend practice that that everything is aligning, so that you guys can have an idea. So it's still selling in the 1 hour. 15 minutes selling. In the 5 minutes selling. So that one, see, that is so strange. Why are they all opposite today? There must be something going on. There's nothing really, unless USD from morning is affecting till now, which doesn't make sense. Why it should still affect still at this hour. But anyway, for practical purposes, let's pretend that everything matched, okay? For practical purposes. So what we do is you come to the 5-minute window, and we're gonna, I don't know if you guys, has anybody, oh yeah, you all know what price action is because everybody has watched the videos, right? Everybody has watched the series, right? Price action, or do you guys know the Ivan Cabral lines? These little, like the little red, the little greens, those are called Ivan Cabrals, and they should be in your TradingView and in your Liberty. Everybody's aware of that, right? I'm assuming. So because we are technically going to sell, because everything is selling right now, as far as AU is concerned, even if our numbers here do not look, they're not going the way we want them. It's supposed to be selling. So let's see. Let's.
Coach Rose, excuse me.
Yeah.
What about AUD JPY?
AUD. Let me refresh. They're kind of close. Let's check. AJ. They're sort of close. You see the bars, 4 and 3 bars, but let's see. I know it's not, I don't know why it's so weird. So you see,
They all look weird.
yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Excuse my French, but sheesh. Hold on. AUD JPY, it should be a buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's try. Where is it? AUD JPY. Let's see if it was buying. Come on.
It looks all over the place.
I know. There's
Same.
something in the market right now.
Well, I'm looking at the RSI and the stochastic.
Ew.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Okay, here we go. So AJ, let's see. Let's give it a chance. One day it was buying, so that's good. 1 hour buying. $15 buying. Okay, we might actually go with AJ, see what happens. 5 minutes. Damn it. Sell. Okay. But you know what? Kenbury said usually the 15 and the 1 hour are the strongest ones. So let's see what happens. So I would go with the 15-minute. We're gonna go with the 15-minute for a buy, right? We said buy.
Oh my God, they match.
They match. Oh shit! So annoying. So annoying. But it's okay. It's okay. We can still do this.
Something again.
Huh?
It's about to do something
So
again.
price action. We are looking for a buy, right? So
Look at it. It's already acting up now.
oh Lord have mercy. So this is the green here, green. I'm thinking because this super trend is touching, there's a green one here. I would say you come here and draw your line real quick, your horizontal line, that if it comes to that area, let me pick any. When it comes to 951, that might be a good area for it to buy. Trying to see where else. Because you want to like look for the floors. The floors are basically the greens. So if there's like a floor was here, there's a ceiling little red line here, floor here, floor here. This would be another entry point for later. So for instance, we are not able to catch this one. You would come here and then draw another line, another entry point. So as the market adjusts itself, you have to keep adjusting your entry. Okay. Yeah, it's not always gonna stay. Oh, I've put an alarm for 9:51 and expect it to happen. Sometimes it may not happen. So you might have to come back around to check. Okay, did the market maybe turn around on me, or did it dip? Dip or go up too high? Then you have to adjust accordingly. So as you can tell, we are waiting on stochastic, which is the top one, to come down to the green and cross up, and RSI, which is the second black line, to go down to the green and cross up. And then we have to wait for the timing. So if it doesn't happen at 8:45, for me, in my time, it will happen at 9 o'clock or at 9:30 or at 9:45. So it happens usually in the hourly, the 30-minute, and the 45. Okay, any question on that timing part? I don't usually wait for an arrow to come up. This arrow and the little B or the S, usually they don't come on time. So don't even, I don't bother waiting for those. So what I usually hope is that at least 8 out of 10 of the commandments show up. So if the uptrend on all 4 time frames, the 5, 15, 1 hour, 1 day is on point. So we are pretending. No, actually, we're not pretending. AJ is buying, so we already know that's a go. Although we had 3 out of 4, but that's still good. The super trend is, it's right here. Stochastic should be trending down. We want it cross up. There hopefully will be a green arrow. Our base will still be stronger than the quote. And then on timing, whether it's 8:45, 9 o'clock, or 9:30. Any question on that? Does it make sense? Ask your questions. Nobody gonna bite you guys. If you need clarification.
Can you repeat again?
Question is, do you have your 10 commandments in front of you first? Do you have it?
No, I'm going to.
Can't even show it. Do you have your 10 commandments in front of you? You should have that printed out and put in front of your computer or your phone, put in your wallet, whatever. Without this 10 commandments, you're as good as dead unless you have it in your brain.
Okay.
So repetition. We are going for a buy market. Point number 1, is it an uptrend? Yes, we already saw AJ was buying. It's only the 5 minutes that was selling. So we had 3 out of 4, which is good enough. Then all the candles are above the super trend. So that means it's buying. We're looking at the 15-minute candles. Remember, we said we go for 15 because it's a little stronger versus the 5 minute because 5 minute was selling. So we want to stick with the 15-minute candle. Look at that crab. It refused to touch the green line. Doggone it, y'all. Anyway, Fast Finger D maybe is already in the market. Stochastic, we want it to come. You see the way it has shaped up, cross up, but it should be on this green, crossing the green and coming up. The RSI crossing the green and coming up. And then you want the green arrow. There's a green arrow already. And is your base currency, where is it? Oh, look at that. It turned around. What is that? Is your base currency, the first one, stronger than JPY? Right now it's not. So I don't know what that's about. And then of course, if it's on timing, 8:45, 9 o'clock, or 9:30. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so this is not a good,
No.
it's trying to misbehave, man. Look at that crap. It's going it's going up and down. This is it's trying to steal our money already, real quick. But yeah, so this you wouldn't go in unless you're ready to lose money. I mean, like if you lose money, you wouldn't like feel bad about it. Okay, because you'd go in technical. So for example, let's pretend I would go. That was our AJ. Let's pretend me being, since this is a demo, I don't really care, but let's go for 3 minutes. If I go for a buy, I know that if I lose my $90, it's okay. I should know, I should have already calculated it in my mind or written a plan for the day that I'm gonna do 6% for the day, 2% every trade. So whatever the 2% was, I should be ready to lose it and not feel bad about it. So you're putting in 2% and not 20%. Because when you lose that 20%, it's really painful, talking from experience. So always follow risk management. So for this example, it's basically if you went into the market, you're basically going in under technical analysis because it's not matching our double blessing, double blessing strategy. It only matched a couple of things. The stochastic and RSI didn't get there, but it's preferable they get there and cross up for a more accurate or secure trade. But like you can tell, it's buying. So I don't know what this is about. It was fluctuating a second ago. It had dropped and come back, dropped and come back. D, I know you entered, man. I know.
I did. And you know, it was technical and I got it. You know what Kenry said earlier today in that Instagram message, to practice technical and practice timing. So that's good.
Okay. Oh, Carol. But yeah, don't be pressured when you see people like go into a market. Just because they entered, that doesn't mean they're right. But remember guys, this is a 15-minute candle. So you could have gone in, if you went in, you have a 15-minute window to make profit. So you can have gone in, you can set your broker for 5 minutes or 15 minutes or even up to 45, like Kenry said. Because at this in this aspect, we're looking at 15-minute candle. Let me move it to 5 minutes so that you guys can see what's happening in the 5 minute. In 5 minutes, it actually crossed up. Look at that. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. So it was. Naomi gave us a good trade. Good job.
And I didn't take it. I'm so scared to do so.
Oh, come on. You could have taken it on demo. You have to practice on demo to get it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I should have done that.
But you see what I was saying?
I'm listening to you. I'm telling you. But it's scary.
It is scary the first time, but as you keep doing it,
but now I know.
Gets better.
Thank you.
So like now you see these 5 minutes, you could have made money.
Yep.
And next 5 minutes, it looks like the candle is turning red. But that's why you put 5, you can put it 5 minutes to, then you can also do a 15-minute trade at the same time when you're doing the 5 minutes, so that you get the buy, another buy candle and another buy candle. Usually they're like 3 candles. In the perfect world, they're about 3.
I think that I didn't have that one. I'm learning.
Oh, yeah. Slowly, but but yeah, trying to see. But did you guys understand how I got the, although it didn't get to where I had marked it though. It started over here. I'm trying to see why it's bought from this angle. We only have one. Let me see some. I'm trying to look at like a ceiling and see why did it go in over there. There's a what do you call it? Ivan Cabral red ceiling right here, and there's a green one. So if you put that line right there, I think that's where the market went in, around the same area-ish. So let's see. So it went in this area. So anything in this area is what happened, right? The market came till here, it bought, but then now it's selling. So we are hoping in the next 2 minutes, it should buy again in the perfect world, but who knows what has happened in the currency strength meter. You come back here and confirm. And you see that, yeah. That's what happened. AJ has reversed on you. Yeah. So my boyfriend is AU for the most part. That's why I trade. If AU is not working, I don't work. I don't trade. That's just what it is. I mean, that's why Ken insists, learn your pairs. What works for you? Which pair will work better for you? Try to understand how it goes. Study it. So look at that crap. First finger D has already sold, I'm sure. But that is going against the trend. But just saying, I'm sure if somebody has gone in the fast fingered people. But if you look at the 15-minute, look at that, it changed to a red. So that was not, like we said, I don't know, as we said, that 5-minute was selling, things changed around. The market went haywire for us. I don't know why it's messing around with us today. But there's news in odd, maybe that's why. You see that? In the next 30 minutes, it might be affecting it. So you see odd has lost strength. So that's why that news is making it lose strength. See that? Look at that. It's a 6. It's losing. Yeah. So definitely the news is it's causing some problems. In the perfect world, if there was no news, this market should have shot up. It should have kept buying. So that's what happens when you're trading. You just have to be really careful before you go in. If you have a chance to, make sure your currency strength meter is coinciding, your calendar has no news, and then kind of just see what markets are being traded, and then confirm with your strength over here. Check your time frames, your 1 day, 1 hour, 15 and 5. See if it's been trending, either if it's buying all day or if it's selling all day. If it does that, that's a good currency pair to go with. Make sure your stochastic and RSI, especially RSI. RSI is like the stronger version of this one. So if RSI is not cooperating, chances are you might also lose the trade. So make sure RSI is crossing up and stochastic is crossing up. If it's a buy, if it's a sell, stochastic is crossing down over the red and RSI is crossing down over the red. We got 4 minutes. Any questions? I hope this made some sense. If it did not make too much sense, as usual, go to Kendry right here. New member, detailed onboarding. He goes over that, and also for chatting, go right here and watch and practice. And he breaks down the price action video also right here. Or you can do both. If you're a pro, you can do your charting as well as price action at the same time, which is too much. I think I would suggest you stick to one or the other. So you could do charting or you could do price action.
Is that under his favorites?
Yeah, favorite sessions. So, and basically for him to put anything under favorites, it means it's important. So if you have time, these are videos that are golden. If you watch them, before you know it, you'll be just as good as Henry, because he gives you all the important information when it comes to double blessing strategy, how he does it, how he's analyzing, why he's analyzing the way he is.
And can I add, also attend his live sessions if you can, because he's live trading. So live trading, because if you join, like today, he gave us a few trades, you're able to make a lot of money. So look at his schedule and make sure your notifications are on. I want to very quickly for a second or two, somebody had a Vibe Forex questions. What's the question?
It was, does your Vibe Forex keeps on kicking you out?
No.
Even with your phone?
No. Yeah, I don't have any issues with Vibe Forex currently.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I asked her to go on her computer and just chat with them. See what
the other thing you can do is clear your cookies and cache, and just make sure it's not an issue on your.
Oh yeah. Shut down your phone and turn it back on. Maybe sometimes the phone needs a shutdown to
Yeah, I've never had that issue ever with them.
Okay. Oh, good job, Monica. I see you made some money.
Awesome.
Let's see.
Yes, I did, but I was doing that on the demo.
It's okay.
I wasn't sure.
It's still practice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for showing up for you. And make sure you watch your videos over and over and over till you start speaking in Nigerian accent, like Jenny.
We did that. I mean, we watched it over. I thought I was insane. I couldn't understand. I just kept watching it, and then it clicked. Even today, when I joined his live session, I learned something today. So, yeah. The more you attend his sessions, you're gonna hear something in a different way. It's the weirdest thing. You're like, how comes I've never heard that in this video that I've watched 10 times, right? Just give yourself time. Trust me, you're going to be so good. You're going to be teaching like Coach Rose and Coach Carol, just a matter
something else that is challenging me. I'm finding candles presenting themselves in a different way, like one time, like today, I found the candles like the price coming like where I'm supposed to chart. That's where the price is. I'm like, now do I leave this candle? Do I just chat my line there? Like ideally they're thinking, what do I do? I wish I can ask somebody,
What do you mean?
Like, for example, let's say I'm chatting. This is the I'm doing a call. So I'm chatting my candle, my second candle, and the price I'm supposed to chat on the week, the top of the week and the bottom of the week. So the price line happens to be where I'm supposed to chat my line. Am I clear? So I'm like, do I leave this candle, go to another candle, or do I chart in as much as the price line? I want the price maybe to go up or to go down, but it happens to be where I want it, where I'm chatting. Where is the second candle where I'm chatting?
Are you?
I don't know. And that's why I wanted to talk to somebody so they can see what I'm talking about. I was like, is somebody, I asked one person, are you there so you can see what I'm talking about? Because if that goes, it goes.
But what are you starting on all candle time frames, or are you just doing on one time frame?
One time frame.
So are you doing like the 15 minutes?
I was doing
candle before that.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
The 1 hour candle before that.
Yeah, I had done the 1 day. Then I'm doing the 1 hour. That particular time, the 1 hour is the one that was giving me that a little challenge there. So I could know I've chatted the 1 day, I'm on 1 hour, then it's the price line is where I need to chart it, to check the candle. Some
Yeah.
little things in there, but it's
Understand what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
it's
not,
not
I'm not
receipt.
understanding. What are you trying to achieve actually? What's your goal?
I'm charting so that I can get to know where, to know my entry points. I'm just doing my own charting
Mm-hmm.
to get my entry points. And it's not big, it's just because you cannot see what I'm talking about. Yeah, you just have to see, and it doesn't always happen. It doesn't, but it came along. I'm like, now what do I do here?
So you're saying when it came to 1 hour.
Yeah, one day was okay. I chart my top and bottom candle.
So this little price line.
Yeah,
was
it had,
the second candle.
it's on the second candle at the top, or I can't remember whether at that time, I think it was on the base of the top candle. And it's where I'm supposed to chart.
So then, I mean,
So
as long as the second candle, it doesn't matter. Just chart the candles the way you're supposed to chart, and then you will see where your strong areas are.
or what she can do, she can take the next candle that is below that line, and then you can, because you want a price that is below what is currently at, so you can check the next candle after or before that, and then just do the same charting that you would have done with the previous candle. You can go to the next one that is lower than the previous candle.
Okay, and another question. So, okay, the bottom of the candle is okay. Like the top and the bottom at the base of the candle. No, but the top part is the one that was giving me trouble. So can I, if the bottom of the candle is okay for the charting and the top is not okay, can I just leave the whole candle and go chart another different candle? Or can I split? I just don't even know. I get confused sometimes.
Yes, you can.
Can I split the candle or just move and chart another new candle top the bottom?
I guess it depends on the scenario. So it won't be like a general rule, but it will be like, depending on the scenario. So I won't be able to tell you or no.
Okay.
But yeah, usually, as long as you chart your 5, your 15, even if 1 hour is kind of messed up for you, just go with what you have and see what are your strong areas.
Pairs. If something looks weird, man, I run away.
Well, that's
I run so fast, you're not gonna catch me. If I'm looking at something is supposed to look a different way, like right now, whatever is happening to the market, you're not gonna see me here. I don't know
what
what
you're talking about. I leave the 1 hour, go to the 15 minutes.
No,
or just leave the whole thing.
Leave the pair, go to another one, come back later. Maybe if you're doing UJ and go to AJ or go to something else. If something just is off, I wouldn't even, thank God we have so many other pairs, right?
Yeah.
But it's those things you're like, I want to know this because I don't want to have to come across this thing again. I want to nail it.
The best way to know that is to attend Kenry Moore's sessions every day. You're gonna catch little.
I do that, but sometimes it doesn't. The candles don't present themselves like that all the time. This is something that you find along the way. The candles will present themselves. He could be trading when the candles are presenting themselves in this way.
What time are you doing that? What time was that?
It was during I had come from work. It was around 4-ish. I was just in the market training myself. It wasn't like I wanted to earn anything. It's just training myself.
Is it 4 p.m.
in
the afternoon?
In the afternoon, it was between 3:30, 4-ish there.
Usually I don't trade around that time, Monica.
No, I wasn't trading. I was just training myself how to chart.
Yeah, because around that time, there's not even much volume. So even if you want to practice, that's not really the right time.
Okay.
Because there won't be enough the market closes around that time, and then you'll see all funny stuff. Even Kerry said between 4 p.m. 6 to 7 p.m. he doesn't trade or he doesn't chart because the volume is very low. So usually around that time I don't even do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if Jenny you do the same thing, but I don't. Or Coach Rose or Elizabeth, I usually don't go in the market around that time.
Okay.
Well, what you can do on Saturday when Kembri comes on, ask him that particular question, directors, because we have to end this meeting. We are about
Okay.
to.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely, it's another session on Saturday. He's always open to questions. So hey, present it to him. Yeah.
He's here tomorrow night too. You can ask him.
Yeah, and tomorrow night too. Yeah.
Okay. If you want to get results from Cambridge, make sure you do a scenario, that way you can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty, thank you, you guys. Sorry for those people that are joining in for the presentation. Your patience.
Did you stop
the presentation? We are going to get started.
Did you stop recording?
You're the host.
Oh.
I can reclaim it, I think.
Yeah, claim it back. Yeah.
Hold on. Make me host. Okay, so I think Bapun Kusam is one of our guests. Is that correct? Yes, he's a guest. Okay, perfect. Okay, so thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate it. We do apologize. We went a little longer than usual on our Q&A. So as you saw, we have a Q&A for people that we support. So let me see if I can claim back the, I'm having a hard time claiming back the, can you give me back, host? Appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, so my name is Jenny Bodie. I am a cryptocurrency and Forex trader. Started doing this whole thing